Hey, so I'm just going to show you how my friend makes over $5,000 a month, very little expenses, very little startup, and virtually anybody can do this. So he basically targets the service industry all over the country in different little niches that there are, one of them being junk removal. It could be anything from HVAC, window cleaning, office cleaning, landscaping. I mean, it's virtually endless. And what he does is he creates these local websites that have basically 5 pages to them. Contact us, our services, about us, the homepage. And his goal is to get these obviously on the map pack, because if you search local, so I typed in Springfield. I do not live over here, but you could see right after the ads what comes first, the map pack. So the idea is to get in the map pack and you basically just drum up calls and leads. And what he does is he sends these leads. So in this example, it would be junk removal. He would send the lead through, they would call up his number. It gets rerouted to someone else. The phone call is recorded. He knows it came in. They know it came from him. And then basically, if they do the job, he gets anywhere between 10 and 15% of the gross revenue, which if you break that down on a profit level, it might be 30% of the profit. So, you do these a couple times in different areas. It's almost like you own your own junk removal business. If you're making 30, we'll call it 25% of the profit, and you have four of these going, it's basically like you own one junk removal company without any employees, without insurance to go there, no trucks. And you can do this all over the country, while the local guys have to stay, just within their area. And here, I'll give you a little look what some of these might look like. So I'm not necessarily saying that these are them, but it's basically a smaller version of Home Advisor. I mean, that's basically what Home Advisor is. You pay Home Advisor to be on their website. You fill out a form, and then those companies are paying for those leads. It's just Home Advisor is so massive that they are nationwide in everything. But, they're going to rank everywhere for everything that they have because of the link juice. The site's been around. So what he does is he targets locally, and it's much easier to get ahead this way. So I went to this one that says their website is junkremovalspringfieldmo.com. This might be their own website, but this can easily just be a lead gen site, especially that there's some things on it, not much. But the fact that the URL is basically junk removal Springfield MO, anything that usually has the town itself in there, a lot of the times is not a company. But it could be. You just never know. But that's what they look like. They're just like a 5-page site with some content written. Here's another one: Springfield, Missouri junk removal. Like another 5, like home, some service pages, about, contact. Let's see. I was just wondering if they had the same phone number, because then the same guy might own both. But yeah, I mean, they just throw the content up, and then everybody that calls or see, especially if this is a click to call, pretty interesting. But yeah, so he does this for throughout the country, and he has two business models. One, get paid per job, or two, you can just basically rent the leads for the site. So what most people don't want to pay him up front. So what they'll do is they'll pay per lead, and then after maybe 6 months, there's kind of a baseline. So say he's getting paid by them $500 a month. He might just say, hey, listen, I don't want to keep tracking the calls. you're basically paying me $500 a month for the last 6 months. I'll take a little discount, so maybe we'll do $400, and you just pay me this every month. So now he doesn't have to listen to the calls. He doesn't have to chase anybody down for money. He just knows every month it's $400. And then he'll monitor how many calls. So say it's getting 15 calls a month. If 15 calls becomes 35 calls, well, then maybe he'll increase his price. But his goal is to get people to automatically pay him monthly, so he's not checking any of that, and it becomes completely passive. And it works. It's basically, local SEO, but, built out nationwide and on these lead gen sites. And once you create one lead gen site, you can easily just strip the content off and reuse the same template for every other site that you have. So you can basically build similar sites throughout the web. It's pretty simple. And what's websites cost to build? I mean, you get the WordPress for free. Obviously you're gonna have hosting. You can write the content yourself, and then obviously if you know some SEO, you can build links and get the word out there. But one of the biggest things is, like I said earlier, is getting in the map pack. Once you're in the map pack, you might show up instantly, which requires no real knowledge of SEO, and you'll start getting calls instantly. And that's happened to me on one of my other businesses. We just submitted to the map pack with the site being 10 days old, and instantly we were getting calls. So it definitely works. Well, I hope somebody watching this might take the initiative and start their own local SEO business.